Dinah Craik says, a secret at home is like rocks under tide. I have to admit, I had no idea who Dinah Craik was. I found the quote and I was attracted to it. Turns out she was a English novelist in the 1800s and a poet and probably lived by the sea. And what I like about this quote is secrets in relationships are under the sea. They're there to be stumbled upon and probably cause some uproar at any time. And I'm a big advocate for greater degrees of truth in relationships. And while I don't think you necessarily have to be 100% truthful, I do think that's the direction we all want to move in. And I'll tell you a little story. I used to be the clinical director at a clinic, and I had an intern who was working with a couple, and I think the husband actually walked out of the room, and they were having before he walked out, they were having a pretty fiery conversation because he had admitted that he had had an affair, and she was arguably, of course, she was very upset about that. And then he left to go to the bathroom, and the wife leans over to the therapist and says, by the way, I had an affair too. And right after she says that, the husband comes back in the room. So the therapist doesn't really know what to do, but looks at the wife and says, is there anything you want to tell him? And the wife looks and goes, and then proceeds to throw up on the therapist, out in between the therapist and the husband, and it was just a big ugly mess. And the intern comes in and talks to me and says, I don't know what to do and what happened here. And I think the therapist learned something about putting their chair back a little further, but also the explosiveness about secrets. And I think you have to be able to reveal them on your own time, which I think was part of the problem there. But they are hurtful in relationships. They keep you separate. Your marriage, relationship, partnership is supposed to be among the most intimate relationships you have. And if you're holding a secret, you're withholding from that other person, and it is going to affect the intimacy that you have. So while I don't say you have to be 100% honest, I do say let's all endeavor to move in that direction. Okay.